Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can you hear me loud and clear? Okay. Good morning, good morning. How are you all doing? It's been like ages that we last met. We're going to allow people to jump on. I believe we may be in the wrong channel. Good to have you here too. Good morning. All right. Before we proceed, I want you to check with me. My voice is loud and clear, right? And um, you do hear me um, with no breaking or any sort of gaps. So let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. There is white noise in the background, so probably maybe I have to. So forgive me for today, and probably I'll have to use my microphone next time. I'm not using my microphone today. I'm not used to this type of style. So forgive me for today, and I'll get a mic next time. So probably it will be much better. Okay, maybe I'm gonna use my earphone then. Okay, I'll use my earphone. Okay, what about now? Better? Let me know if it's much better. Good, 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 good. Okay, we'll stick to this for today and we will proceed from there. And okay, so if you all can hear me loud and clear now, so what about my screen? Clear enough? Yeah, screen clear. All right, good. All right. So who is excited? Because I am excited. Good, 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 good. Me too. Me too. I am. I am. I am. So I have a couple of things tied pile up. So I had to be offline for a week here. So I'm back on. But before we proceed, I do have some screenshot I'm supposed to share with you all, and I have to update that from the the USD card trade that we did place a few weeks ago. Yeah. So apparently USD CAD did not do what we expected, and so we saw fundamental shift in the market, and which dragged USD CAD to the upside a bit more. So I manually closed my trade. So I had a screenshot of it, which I'm supposed to share with you. So after this, definitely it will be shared with you. Also, and GBP NZD had the same situation as well. After the fundamental price drag NZD to the downside a bit more. However, we also plan that it is likely that AUD USD, NZD USD would have possible down move continuously. But we know that, so we put our pending orders below and they've been triggered. All has been triggered now. Some stop loss would hit along the way. I know that. So we also mentioned that before last week. So now where we are now is that we expect a reversal in the market for this pair. Now there would be some bit of shift between these because what we're going to be doing is that um, I would be using this uh, gold account here. So I want you to pay attention to something. As you know, transparency is the key for my own trading, and I would advise you to practice the same concept too. So if you look to the top right of my platform, so you can see that the same account number that we share in the my journey, that's the same account number that we have there, and you can see that the balance is now at 769. Early this month of we took the account to we were at what was it again, six something, right? But as at now today we were at 769, so we are approaching 200%. So in the next couple of trades we might hit. Actually, I have some trades running. So now another thing is that I did took some trades from this account. We were supposed not to be gold. It wasn't gold trade. It was something else entirely. So, which sometimes I normally navigate around. I'm used to that old school style of mine. So what I did now is that I separate this software. So I'm using this software going forward for this challenge, so that I will not be able to place extra trades there. Instead, it will just be gold only going forward. And so the other account, I can always do that behind the scene. I hope you forgive me for that. Yeah, but the whole point now is that the account is now at 769. And another thing that I would like you to pay attention to, and it's not just for you only, for the others that will jump on later in the future. So if I'm not aware of that, you are aware of that, you can pay the attention to that. You see, there is something that you need to understand, that when I when I share my signal with you, but before that, I would discuss some few things with you that has happened over this time to now. So are you okay with that, or you just want us to go to the market quickly and see what we can grab from the market today, or you're okay for me to express these decisions of what I thought or what I noticed from you all? So majority carry the vote. So please let me know what you think that we should do before we jump on the market. All right, good. Yeah. This is for your own sake. That's the reason why I would like to share that with you. Now, uh, when I send, uh, 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 update out about the trade that I'm placing, what I am trading right now, and some of you might be doing this mistake and you don't know, and I would like to clear that out. You see, if you are copying me and you are following me, you should have a separate account for me, dedicated for me only. I repeat, if you have or you feel like, oh, I want to follow whatever is doing, whatever trade is updating, I said is in, I want to be in. Okay. If he has parameters for it, fine. Stop loss TPs. If it doesn't have stop loss for it, then I will use my own risk management. You can seek advice for that. I don't mind. But where I'm going is that you don't know what is going on in my head, why I'm going to be buying a pair, and after that same pair, I am also selling that same pair. And you are in that pair, both direction with me. However, then you went to the market, you saw some place, some trades, and you took that trade too. Okay. I mean, you saw some pairs, you saw opportunities, and you took that trade. Now, let me say I sent out Euro USD. Then I sent out GBP JPY. Then you went ahead and say that I'm going to go in for USD JPY as well. It's that same account. Okay. What I am doing with my own account, what I'm doing with my trades, what I'm thinking at that moment, you don't know. I might not have expressed much I do here. So by the time you place those trades, now let's say my trades all went against, and I said I'm out of that trade or hit stop losses now. I am thinking, already, I am thinking how I'm gonna manipulate other positions or that same trade to make that loss back. Whereas your trade went your way and hit a TP, then you felt like, okay, fine. The next, I'm gonna take another trade by myself from same account. Then another account, which you saw another opportunity, you took it. But then I send other opportunities out. You took only one because maybe you are not in 2, 3 trades, and you say you don't want to be in more than 5 trades only or something like that. But you are not above your risk. So you ignore some of my trade opportunities. Then all of my trade went 3 to 1, 4 to 1, and yours went against you. Okay. So you are messing with my ideas. Why? Is because you are you, you're trading two strategy, two methods on the same account. Now, my stop loss may be around 100 pips, 80 pips, 150 pips, some of the swing, why some might be 50 pips. Why yours, you've decided that yours would not be more than, I would not be losing. Now, you are not using pips for your own trade. You say you will not be losing more than $3. You see the differences now. I am looking at pips while you are looking at dollar signs. And when I'm looking at dollar signs, you are looking at pips. So your account wouldn't balance. But when you focus on one account, I'm not saying you should focus on one account. If you can, fine. If you cannot, you can do other accounts as well. But I'm saying that if you have your account, you can have yours. And if you choose to follow my trade, you need to have a separate account for that. It is peculiar to follow that concept. Very, very important, because when I'm looking for trades to recover previous, and I've calculated our loss inside the new opportunities, you did not take that trade. If you miss it, yes, you miss it. But majority of the time, when we are looking at swing long time, it is likely that those trades will still be playing around the perimeter. So when you miss it, you can always wait for it to come back to that area and jump back in. I hope you understand my concept here, that you cannot have two captains in one ship. And if you have, one have to submit for the other. So therefore, if you are trading on my own account, separate signal from somewhere or yours, you should understand that you need to avoid that. If not, your account, and you will understand why it's happening that way. Okay? But when you focus on one, it will be okay. So I want to advise you, going forward, we need to fine tune this, and don't worry, that one, if you keep following that method, there is no chance why your account won't grow. It's impossible. Yeah, it has to. It has to. So let's get on to this now. So my update now is that since we left, so this account right here, as you can see, the balance is 769 now. Now we also have the other one that we've been showing. And does anybody remember what was the last balance before we left for break? Does anybody remember the second account where we were? So we want to update and let you know where I'm at, what is happening right now, if you can remember. You're welcome. I'm not sure you can remember. All right. If you say 48, fine. It could be 48, but I'm not too sure what was it, but I know it was around probably 60, I believe. Um, but if you say 48, maybe I haven't shown you since then. But anyway, within 2 weeks period till now, we are now at 88. Okay, we are now at 88. That same account, we are now at 88. So which means that my 1% used to be, I'm looking around. We're looking at around what? So back then when we discussed, we mentioned that my 1% would be around 450, 500, right? Yeah, yeah. So you're right. It's 48. Yeah. So and right now I'm still maintaining same sort of lot size, and but yet my 1% can now be around what, you know 800, 900, you know and then I still have floating of 14, you know within 14 and 10 running, so which gives me the balance. So when I had the minus last week, when we closed USD card last week and minus, I was able to balance it with another trade, because remember I talked about the insurance, that I placed trades already just in case if something may want to happen like what USD card did. And therefore GBNZD was the same thing. I had to close it manually. I probably finally hit stop loss, and I did similar thing as well. So I had to close them to balance back the equation, and that was just part profit. Yet I was now able to enter a new trade on USD CAD yesterday and today, hoping that the price will reverse to the downside. So, and this is the importance of how I utilize my way of trading to manipulate the strategy sometimes. Yeah. So, and those of you that attend this will be able to benefit it because it's not everything I'll be able to discuss in the channel, and for you to go back and watch the recordings. So I will also let you know that after this session, uh, the recording will be uploaded, so we can proceed. You can go back and rewatch it. So today I had an intraday trade that I placed, and some of them um, on my that same account um, was Euro GBP. I sold Euro GBP to the downside for a short time, a very quick intraday. And right now, so I will be going to gold and see what we're going to have having in gold today. Although there's a fundamental coming today, and I'm not sure what this may look like. But I believe we are having a bit of trend to the upside with gold, and so or at the same time we can see that the market gold started to have a sort of a curvy um, structure um, here. So this is on 15-minute gold, and but at the same time, it looks like we are returning back inside that trend. But for now, we broke out already. So my opinion is that maybe gold wants to push higher, maybe gold wants to sell. So I'm gonna dive into and see what it looks like, and so maybe we can get some opportunities. So and one thing also I will also make sure you understand is that there would be some short-term trades that I'll be calling out as well. And because of the 5 second gap in the market, yeah, so we may have a bit of delay in transmitting. So you need to understand that whatever your question is, you need to put it out early so that we can be able to attend to it as soon as possible. However, I will try for my own hand as well. All right. So I'm using gold chart here, gold 15 minutes, 1 hour, and 4 hour. So what I'm trying to do is that I'm going to be analyzing what we do want to look for in the market today and see if we can grab onto one. I took a trade yesterday, which is unusual. I mean, intraday, I don't really do intraday on Mondays and Friday, but I saw it later day yesterday after I finished what I'm doing, and I took a buy trade, which eventually I got an alert this morning that my target has been hit on gold in this same account here. So what I'm looking forward to now is to see um, what the market may look like. Now on my H4 down here on the left, I have gold creating some sort of ascending triangle. Okay, then I have gold also hitting the previous high that we were, and so gold is right there playing, trading right now. So on my H4, I'm looking at the possibility of this pattern to be activated. And when this pattern is activated, and we know that this pattern is bullish structure, and so I'm looking for the possibility of a buy trade to the upside. And so now, looking at this structure here, if I go to 1 hour time frame, then I don't want to focus on that. The ascending, I know already on my H4 that I do have an ascending, but right here, I'm looking at possible breakout to the downside or short time to the downside, to the upside, one of the two. So what I want to see now is that I would like my my price to break this line here to the upside. And so if that can happen, then maybe we may have possibility of continuation to the upside. But we're going to dive into the price action itself properly and see more to what gold is about to do. I also know that I have an imbalance right here that the market may want to attend to. So that is, whatever is happening here may result in a possible retest of this support level here, which is equals to the imbalance that we have here. So we may want to fill up this imbalance. So we can identify this place as a possible support territory. Now, I'm not expecting that imbalance to be filled properly, but I'm expecting that price may want to come down. So we can now concentrate on having price to take out this week right here so that we can progress the trade to the downside. Um, Basically, that's what it is that we are looking for. There's nothing much that is interesting or looking difficulty uh, and gold today, other than looking for a possible sell to the downside, a short-term one, which is possibly a scalp trade. Then we also have a possibility of a buy trade as well that we cannot, but we should be aware of the aggressive movement that we may have during the fundamental. So, so this may achieve this price action in short period of a time, and which would allow which would allow our trade to either break out and to create some momentum to the upside. So these levels are very important. Now, if I take this to a lower time frame, uh, if I well, this is 1 hour time frame. Now, if I take this to 15 minutes time frame, 15 minutes time frame, looks like we are having a um, a lower low and a lower high. So what does that look like? It looks like this is what we have for now. So we've been having a lower low and lower high, and so we end up having this structure right here. So for price being trapped between this territory, now there's something I saw on 1 hour that I would like to us to pay attention to. So there is this very uh, uh, three candlesticks here that I want us to pay attention to. Um, and the first one is this very low candle right here. Yeah, this very one here. Yeah, see this very candle. Where's my arrow? Yeah, this very one right here. There is a potential that if price take this candle out, yeah, 1 hour time frame closes above that same candle or closes below it, we may get the direction that we are looking for. But that would only be for one to one, one to one. So this candle right here on 1 hour time frame is very one here. If the 1 hour closes above it, above that same candle, we may get what we are looking, even though we are in a resistant territory, we may go for a buy trade. So I'll be looking at that for a possible buy trade today. And therefore, if price close below it, I'll be looking for a sell trade. Now, I may use aggressive approach. I may use 15 minutes time frame to get into that trade early. I'm not sure yet. But if price should do that, I will. So what I'm going to do now is to set an alert to say that if price come above this candle right here, I want to go in for I want to go in for a buy trade. So I just placed an alert right now, and I will place an alert at the below price so we can move on to something else. Okay, now that we have an alert, so that is what we need. Now, me going back to forward, I also want you to pay attention to this, that even if forward does come down, we should understand that we are still trading in ascending triangle. Okay, until price violate, until price violate this very low here. In fact, it may become a double bottom as well. So we cannot be looking for a sell trade like a swing trade or something. So we need at least price to come down below and take that out, possibly retest it in fact, and do a continuation before we can actually confirm that we may be having a double top here that is dragging the price down to the downside, or possible correction to the downside. So we want to be aware of that. So if the fundamental drags us around, we should understand we should be okay, stay and lot and wait for the price to reverse and continue to the upside. Very, very important. Also know that after price, if price do whatever it wants to do below here around this territory, what we need to confirm now is that it is likely that the price will go towards the pattern length of this movement. Then, if you do, you remember the last update on gold, where I say gold will be going around 2,800, right? If you look at the channel, you're going to see, and that's exactly where the pattern length is identifying that this price is going to reach. So is it a coincidence now? No, it's not a coincidence. So it is likely that whatever is happening here, price may give us a push to the upside, and this is what we want here. So I hope we understand that, traders. So I want us to have that in mind. So if behind the scene, after this session, I don't know how the market will behave. So we should be aware that there is the opportunity to the upside. So that's our target then. Now going down to 15 minutes time frame. So I do need to see price trading between this territory for now, and I do want to see that we break out to the downside for a possible sell trade here. Okay. Um, Also, we may remember about Euro CHF and CAT CHF that we mentioned long term perspective, isn't it? So that is still there, and that has been trading within the range still, over the time. And of course, the USD fundamental really impact CAD CHF as well last week, and Euro CHF as well. Yet, from my own knowledge here, my my trades are still within the parameters, and yet they haven't hit stop losses. So what I'm gonna do is that I would go ahead and share with us um, what we have for today and how the market has been reacting, so that we can see where we at and then going forward. Now, please confirm that you can see my new screen. And after you confirmed, you can also confirm that that is also a live account, just a top corner that you want to pay attention to. So you know that this is a live account that we are trading here, not a demo account. So this is where we are right now with our trades, and overall, this is where we are. Like I mentioned, we've been trading at this level, and obviously, um, this is the current status of our trade right now. So we also have minus pile up as well, and so I do have some trades here that was intraday. So I took some intraday this morning. The moment I arrived at office, I saw some intraday. I took it, but I want to pay your attention to the CAC still. The CAC has been messing around, playing with our feelings, very disturbing pair, but yet we hold on to that. I hold on to that. I'm not sure how, if some of you are still in that trade yet. You should not, because it's better for you to break even, collect some part profit because of your small account. I do the same thing with my small account as well. Not that I don't do that. So I just want you to understand the concept here that we don't want to go beyond our lot size, so that we will be able to let the trade play around. Very, very important. Now, um, then we have Euro CHF as well, right? And so where is Euro CHF here? Um, Euro CHF. So if this is Euro CHF as well, finally Euro CHF played below a little bit. We were in negative, and now we're back up again. And Euro CHF is still trading within territory. I'm expecting that the fundamental we keep having more bullish momentum building up at the support level here for a possible push to the upside. And so therefore we will now concentrate on the intraday trade afterward. Although that doesn't mean that we haven't been trying some intraday. In fact, I had an intraday that I took. I took here. Um, in fact, I took it from my phone. It was somewhere here I took it from, and that one hit TP. The second one never hit TP. In fact, my TP was here only for overnight to come, and then price stop me out at break even after the gap. Yeah. So, but which is fine. It's one of those things we understand. So, and currently I'm in an intraday trade on Euro card, I believe. Yeah. So Euro card is about to hit TP. I took a one-to-one trade, just the same thing we want to do with gold. Yeah. So I took one-to-one this morning. I saw it. In fact, I'm gonna break even now. I supposed to have locked out profit, but I should have done that anyway. So which I'm going to be doing now. Lock part profit. All right. So that's done. I also have AUDCHF intraday I took as well, buy trade, one to one. So you can see here in my screen. So I'm going to break even and take part profit as well on that one. But if you notice, my lot size still remain that same because I am looking at compounding my trade. I have the ability to look at many trades at the same time, so which give me the privilege to trigger as much trade. So I had how many trade? I had 14 intraday trade I took this morning. For no, not 14. Sorry, I took one, two, one, two, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I took 13 trade, but 15 trade was supposed I but the two weren't confirmed yet, AUD card and GBP AUD. So I'm waiting for that. So we may be able to grab an opportunity on that today. Yeah. So AUD card, I'm expecting a possibility. So what I did is that I marked out this parameter here that I'm looking for entries. So I would be hunting this down and see if we can grab some entries from there. Then which one else did I take? Yeah, I think I took sell trade AUD JPY. I think I don't know when was this, but I locked part profit already and price keep reversing now. AUD USD, we are in those trades. You remember our pending orders triggered, so I added more to my trades. So which my last pending order is about to trigger, which I expect the market may reverse at some point. I also took USD card. I also took USD card. For USD card, um, yeah, USD card hit my stop loss. My intraday hit my stop loss. I can see it from here. But I'm having my swing right now that I'm expecting it to come down. But USD card seems to be holding on and being strong and stubborn, perhaps. But yet, because of the fundamental coming today, I'm expecting a huge movement to the downside. That is what I'm expecting. So I can't wait to see that. Well, I'm excited as well if it does hit the stop loss because I am below my risk management, way, way below my risk management, which is giving me the privilege. So I'm looking at that. And which one else did I take? Now, this one has been very, very annoying. Yeah, my TP is right here. It won't hit my TP. My stop loss is right here. It won't hit my stop loss either. It's just been playing around here for a couple of hours now, maybe like 6, 7 hours now. So I'm hoping to see what this will look like. But if this happens, this will really be a booster my for my intraday trades as well. In case if today is a drawdown day for me. So I'm in intraday Euro NZD. As you can see, I jumped on the one to one right here, and then I'm expecting that the price would go down and hit my target, or maybe I'll be able to lock some part profit. So I'm expecting price to come down anyway. I may add to this position. I'm not sure yet. I'm still waiting to see what that looks like. Yeah. Which one else? So Euro GBP did hit my TP. Both of them hit my TP. Both I took two trades from Euro GBP, and yeah, Euro GBP hit my TP, and so yeah, it's still running to the downs. Now it's going down because I did. Now I did something very very annoying last week. Okay, and you remember we had some trade for Euro GBP running, yeah. So after um, you remember we took some trade here. Does anybody remember? And we took some pending order as well. Yeah, we took a sell trade. Does anybody remember at all? I'm not too sure if my transmitting is slower than usual. Okay, that's fine. So what happened is that I'm mad with myself with that. I did manually close my trade. Yeah, I did manually close most of my trades, and something said to me, "Leave it alone. Leave it alone." So I think this process during that moment, what happened to me then, I wasn't sure about the market. The fundamental came out. I was too busy, but I saw that the fundamental came out and the news. I don't think it's going to favor uh, other pairs, AUD, Euro, GPP. I'm not sure it's going to favor. So I said, okay, fine. Let me leave it alone. Let me close it and see what happened. Then, but I said, no, I will leave USD CAD. Look at how stubborn I am. And only for USD CAD to go even against me further than expected. I should have closed it straight away, but I decided no. So sometimes it's good to see for yourself. Anyway, if I have left 4 or 5 of my trade Euro GBP, none of them will have hit stop loss. None of them will have hit stop loss. But I did close them in plus and I did close 2 in minus. But at the end of the day, I was up anyway. So right now, so so then on Friday, I said, what have I just done? So I went back in, I placed this trade that is running right now. So and therefore I also jump on intraday today because I'm being mad with myself doing that. So I jumped on intraday today. I took 2 sell trades, which eventually hit TP. Both of them hit TP. And so, yeah, so I entered one from this territory here of 83,328, and I enter another one around around 82, 27. I did enter another one there. So now I'm not going to break even because I'm expecting a dip to the downside. We know where we're heading to based on Euro GBP. So USD card as well. I do not want to do not. I don't want to do nothing. This has been really not nice at all. Yeah. So GBP USD. I took an intraday buy trade as well. This is my intraday 1-to-1 TP here, and also my stop loss here. So I'm not so sure if Joven is here today and haven't. If they're here, so I'll so I can call out the prices. But anyway, let's move on. So I have that trade running. I also entered EuroCard, which EuroCard, I believe EuroCard hit TP. Yes. Yes, EuroCard hit my TP already. Yeah, just now, EuroCard hit my TP. So let's wait and see what's going to happen. Now, anyway, I'm going to, so I am going to be staring at this screen on the other side. So we're going to, you know, over back to our challenge account. So let's see what we can grab from this market. So do you have any questions? Yeah, am I in drawdown on GBP USD? I believe yes. One, no. So my intraday, let me look at it properly. Yeah. So my GBP USD, I do have my intraday is running a minus already, and our swing, I did broke even already. I broke even. Um, so what I'm looking at from GBP USD is this a very inverted head and shoulders right here. I'm looking at this inverted head and shoulders, and I'm looking at the second inverted head and shoulders sort of, and I'm looking at this double top right here as well. So I'm looking at the possibility of the fundamental comes, which will trigger this price to push back to the upside. That is what I am projecting now that is going to happen today. Yes, I am in drawdown in GBP USD. My intraday, for my swing, I am up. So if we have questions, please let's put it out there. So, um, all right, we will go to yeah. So I entered GBP NZD swing as well. So I'm in this trade. I'm hoping to see a sudden reversal during the fundamental. So my stop loss is right here, quite far. So I'm expecting to see before I now start adding more to this trade here. So these are BRC aggressive approach and using manipulation risk management to to balance the minus whenever we get some situations like so. All right, I believe um, the JPYs, yeah. Oh yeah, I am also in CHF JPY buy trade. I took intraday as well, but I do suspect that this is gonna come to my stop loss. So I am ready for taking the opposite direction when it comes, but I really want it to be at a certain territory before I take it. So this one for sure. As I'm taking minus, I'm also taking my plus back. So I'm believing the fundamental may want to took a strike on us. So I'm looking forward to see that. JPY. Um, so are you looking at a sell on JPYs and the USDs? What do you mean by the USDs? Do you mean like Euro USD, GBP USD, NZ USD, and the swing you're talking about here? Is it a buy trades? Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. So I am gonna jump in Euro USD trade. I'm expecting this trade to come back down here before the fundamental, and actually it just did because I left this here for a reason this morning, and price did break out from that ranging support level, push down below, and come back to retest last week. So I will be jumping in for a buy trade, which will be my additional swing trade to the upside. So I'm expecting, well, so my expectation is that we need fundamental to push the price back up if we really, really want to see um, 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 USDs, to return back to the upside, at least to where they were coming from, because we need some corrections to the upside. So we need these fundamentals to do this for us. So hopefully this fundamental will generate volume for us to get that. So I'm looking at this possibility of a buy trade here. Um, uh, so hopefully we can see that. So therefore, um, taking approach of this structure that we have right here, that if price continue to maintain this territory, we may have um, this structure here, and to break out and push us back to the upside and back to at least um, 1.09 is 03. 1.09 is 03 minimum for Euro USD. Yes, I am buying Euro USD. I am buying Euro USD because Euro USD got to my target. Now, let me give you one thing that um, um, why I'm holding uh, my USDs. So my NZUSD still have my stop losses are right here. So I'm expecting that we may have a reversal as well. This is my NZUSD. I'm expecting it to push back to the upside as well. Now my AUD there is a pending order. Our last pending order is right here, and I'm expecting that to hit very soon. And after the hit, I'm expecting a push back to the upside as well. So what I'm expecting today around I will stay a bit longer because of this fundamental today, because I want to visually see how our trade will hit stop loss or TP or probably go our way so we can manage that. So then I can input, discuss what we may be expecting soon. So let's go to JPYs. Yeah, let's go to JPYs. So currently I am expecting sell for JPY. I'm expecting sell. Yeah, I'm expecting a proper sell. I'm expecting today, tomorrow, for JPYs, I'm expecting them to come down. However, um, it can be a surprise. The fundamental that came out last week, I wasn't expecting whatever happened should happen, but it does happen, and the market changed, and extend direction, which is good. So now I'm looking forward to the I want to be neutral, I would say. I want to be neutral. So, looking at Euro JPY, looking at GBP JPY, I do expect a sell to the downside overall. Yeah, I do expect a sell to the downside. Yet, we had a momentum. The price continued to maintain the upside, and price has gotten to territory right now that it needs to come down. GBP JPY needs to come down. But if GBP JPY chooses to continue to push up, then of course we can look at this as a sentiment to continue to buy the trade. But I would not advise us to buy now. Why? Because of where it is, and we haven't got proper correction to the downside, and fundamental is coming. Unlike the USD that is already at the bottom where we expect reversal from. Even though GBP JPY is at one of our reversal territory, but JPY based currency itself chooses to be very weak, so therefore gives those um, um, other pairs the strength to move against it. Now AUD JPY is a bit weaker, and so we don't have that much of a, and that is why it keeps ranging between still, and I expect it continue to range a bit, and we may even get a sell to the downside for Euro JPY, and which would go back to the target that we forecasted some time ago. Okay, I may my AED CHF did I okay I locked back profit already, so let's leave that for now. Where is our NZDJPY? Our NZDJPY. USD JPY. Yeah. So USD JPY is another pair that I am looking at. So, but I will wait. I want it to come to the territory where I would like to execute. And CHFJPY as well, the same thing. I would like to take a swing, but I would like it to come to territory where I would like it to trade from. So I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. So yeah, now this is the one that I was trying to look for as well. Now I have my Euro AUD, I have an intraday Euro AUD, I have two positions in. I took one based on my first ranging, and the second one I took it based on a breakout. So both of them went almost hit my stop loss. If you notice, you can see that my stop loss almost hit, but thanks to spread. And so right now, price came back and pushes lower and probably will hit my TP. So I'm looking forward to see what this price will do. Yeah. But at some point, if I'm aware of this, I will break even and maybe lock some profit. So I'm looking forward to that. So I think that would be my one of my um, 13th pairs that I took today. Yeah. So since I'm back online, JPY, I'll be able to update us. I am looking at a nice swing that is happening here. Yes, we've been trading some small intradays for JPYs, but there is more ahead that JPYs will provide, especially GBP JPY, Euro JPY, CAD JPY, CHF JPY, and then USD JPY. Yeah, there is much for them to provide, but for right now, we need to slow down and just focus on intraday trading only. All right, if you give me a sec, then I will look at the market like then our intraday for this launch um, or opening market, the hybrid session that we're about to merge. I want to look for opportunities, and so I will be able to tell us what I'm looking at, what I think we should be jumping in um, when the price reaches the price. Yeah. So give me some few minutes to have a look. So I'll switch my chart back to gold for now. Yeah, gold is still trading within our parameters, so it is obvious that gold is waiting for fundamental. Yeah, really waiting for the fundamental. Should you have questions, please put it out there, please. So here is the concept of having your trade running, and the spread or the trade won't hit your TP, even though it's closer to the TP, and won't hit until it surpasses it. And sometimes situation like this, you need to be attentive to that, and we cannot be greedy and say that okay, fine, because my TP haven't hit, I would just leave it alone. Yes, we can do that. It's up to our level of understanding. But in situations, sometimes you know that okay, this is enough. What's the differences between my profit and whatever it is that I have? Maybe just few, maybe one pip. Yeah. So instead, you just want to close it and say that I am done with that trade. Okay. So you want to use that concept sometimes. And this one too here that I mentioned before, there was one that I mentioned before that we did had price running in between for hours. For hours. Look at that. Yeah, and nothing happened still. Yeah, price did not hit. Look at that. One, two, third time. Price did not hit the TP. So it is time for me to shut this down and say that okay, this is more than enough for me here. Okay, and so I can just shut it down and done. So by me doing that now, um, we just our balance is now 90 in total. After locking those two trades, yeah, our balance is now 90, and so which is okay. And so therefore, whatever happens to USD CAD, I'm expecting that it's gonna favor uh, us, and it won't draw us back down. And if it does, we know that we'll be able to recover that. Now, this is another one here, which is Euro AUD. Now, if you notice, Euro AUD already moved halfway my profit, and I'm supposed to have broke even, but I did not. I did not. So I should have broke even in one of those trades and locked some part profit, perhaps if I want to, but I haven't. And therefore, we have fundamental coming up now. So, what shall I do? So my opinion is that I am going to break even one, and I am going to leave one. Okay. So I broke even one, I leave one, and let's see what happened to this. So if I say it come down again, and I know it's already almost my target, okay, but if it comes down again, I may, lock the second one at break even as well. But for now, I will leave it. So the perspective of how you're thinking will decide sometimes how you want to trade the asset. Yeah, excuse me. So an alert for gold. Remember we talked about the alert, yeah? So I can see that on my 15 minutes time frame, price close above that our alert. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to go in for a buy trade on gold. I am going for a buy trade right now, aggressive. I did mention that before. So I just jump on a buy trade gold, and I'm gonna put my stop loss as usual. So I need to modify that though. Um, Forgive me. I think I might have so so this is lesser than 1%. My stop loss and my target would be 1 to 1. or maybe a bit more. Yeah. So I'm in gold trade, as you can see. So we're having it running right now, and let's see what it looks like. So gold, my okay. Now I think I'm able to adjust my stop loss. So my stop loss is at I need 1%, and I need to bring this to my chart. I'm not sure if you can see this. You cannot see that. Yeah. So, and my target would be 1% as well. I'm not sure why. Okay, 99 pips. 99 pips. Okay. So while we are waiting, I also want to pay our attention to um, a few informations that I believe may be advantage as well. So I did mention that going forward, I'll be using this gold that I'll be using most of the time, sharing my trades from there because this is our challenge account that we're supposed to be trading. Obviously, not all the time we have opportunity in the market. Like as I don't like to go to a very lower time frame. However, I'm looking forward to some days where I am gonna be trading sometimes all day, and so therefore you may find me online, and but you will be notified that so day I would be trading live online. I may not speak, I may just mute myself, But that does not mean that if you have questions, you can ask. But I may be online. It's outside these days that we trade. It could be days that we trade. It could be Monday, in fact, it could be Thursday, it could be Friday. Depends on how I see my calendar looks like. So I'm saying to you that from Europe session, you may find me online those days. So you should be aware ahead. And so if you want to jump on, you can always jump on. You can see me trading in Europe session, and you can see me trading um, um, the hybrid session as well. So pay attention to that. And most likely that is when I will be going to a lower time frame, like 5 minutes, 15 minutes on gold, and see if I can grab some entries there for the day. So my Euro NZD, sorry, my Euro AUD hit my break even. The one I broke even hit my break even. But what I'm going to do is that I am going to jump back in that trade again, because the way I feel like the market may come down further, and I'm okay. So if the price come back to my exact entry, definitely I will jump back in. But currently, I have only one trade running with Euro AUD. This is funny, you know. The trade I closed the profit, and now it has surpasses my profit level. So if I've left it, it will have hit my target. Yet the pips there is no difference anyway. So very funny. Yeah. I am sharing my screen. You can see gold right in front of you, right? Okay, from my own hand, it shows that I'm sharing my screen. So let me try. Let me try again. That's funny. What about now? Okay, thanks for letting me know. At my hand, I can see that I am sharing my screen. So that's funny. Okay. So another thing we should be aware of is that during this time, we may get, um, well, in the half an hour now to 2 o'clock, which is the next half an hour, probably would be 9 a.m. your time, I believe, or 10 a.m. your time, depends on where you are. I believe that we may have volatilities, right? So during that time, I'll be executing high frequency trading. So you may not be able to catch up with my trades that I'll be placing, but I'm just going to mention the pairs that I'm trading. I'm in a buy, and it's all is going to be one to one only. So at the moment I see the entries, I'm just going to press my buy or my sell, but I will be mentioning the name. So you should understand that I may not check back with you, but I can tell you that I am looking at, for now, I am looking at CHFJPY. So just for you to be aware, even though I'm in the intraday buy trade CHF, I'm expecting what I mentioned earlier. Uh, so also, um, um, so CAD JPY as well, I'm looking forward to see what's about to happen. Euro CHF as well, I'm going to be taking intraday as well. for possible buy trade intraday. Um, Euro NZD, I am going to um, take another trade intraday as well. AUD card, well, I mentioned that before that I was unable to jump on that one. GBP AUD. the price is battling the resistance level with gold here. So if you notice on our 15-minute, regardless, whichever time frame it is, we draw this out already. We knew what we were looking forward to, and we saw that our price has been ranging. And of course, we're expecting a breakout, a sharp move to the upside. And now I would also recommend that we should be ready to break even at some point. Yeah, we should be ready to break even at some point. Yeah, because this candle can become, a weak, and of course could take us out. But of course, the trade is running like 20, maybe 20% in profit. So hopefully fluctuating in between. Now, why is one-to-one effective? One-to-one is effective because of my accuracy, and it's because of the reason is because of the 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 distance between the possible reliable territory to put the stop loss. It's a very simple thing that you should understand. Let's go back to H4 here. Now, I want you to answer these questions. What is the structure we have right here? What's that structure, or what's that pattern? So that is triangle there, okay? Now that we have triangle, and if this triangle should go our way, by experience, we mentioned this some time ago, it is likely that that price, if we should see a breakout of this triangle, so this is an example, it is likely that when the price break out, the price may go our way, okay, but would not hit a TP. Instead, maybe come down, do another retest here, finally come back. We know how market works, right? We talked about that. Small money will be injected in the market to make trader go into the trade and sell it off, whereas the direction is still active. Then price come back. Imagine if you say, okay, fine, I like to risk I want to lose very tiny. So this trade will have taken us out. Yes, isn't it? By swing trade, however, only for that trade, I mentioned that then I may still remain in that trade because my stop loss may be somewhere here. I'm okay to allow the price to move in correction to how it has presented. The market presents itself that there is an ascending triangle here, but that ascending triangle will not just hit my TP, the overall pattern length. It's gonna go in wave most of the time. And when it does that, it can even come down halfway and move back up again. Because we have been told, or we learned, that we need to put our stop loss right here. Not that the price can go and hit our stop loss too at the bottom. And so whoever that put their stop loss would take a little bit out, okay, whereas I'll be taking more loss. But what if I'm able to reduce my lot size instead? So I put one lot and say that I want my stop loss to be right here. I want my stop loss to be right here. Put one lot size, Yes, versus me that I'm using is 0.25 lot size, and I put my stop loss at the low price. At the end of the day, we're going to be losing exactly the same thing. Yet, if that trade comes down and take that one lot size out because that trader wanted their stop loss to be tighter, I will still be in the trade. And that trade might favor me. And at the end of the day, I am okay. So that's what happened with me. Now, this situation here that we have, this intraday here, we cannot, where do you think is safe? So traders have locked their mindset into that the dollar sign they want. Whereas professional focus on the pips. Okay, we focus on the pips sign. We may convert our pips to dollar or pounds, euro, it's fine. We want to focus on the pips. The amount of pips we collect is what matters to us, not the dollar or pounds, euro signs. So this perspective here, I see the possibility that the market has created a structure right here. You can see that. Okay. Okay. Now I need to break even. As you can see, the trade is going my way. I broke even now. My trade entry is secured. And if I was using 0.02, I would have locked this profit right now. But I'm okay with what I have by this trade running. So what I'm going to do now is to allow the trade to start going on my trailing. I'm going to start trailing my stop now. I'm going to start trailing my stop. I'm going to put it on automatic trailing. Okay. So now trail. So the trade is going to be my stop loss is going to be moving automatically according to the price. So it's going to take me out whenever I want to, and I'm fine with that, as you can see right here. Okay, so I can continue my conversation. So therefore, I preferred for the price to show me where to put the stop loss. Okay, even though I I am looking at the area where we prefer to put the stop loss, but because of the market has showed this structure here, of course, and so that is the area where I believe for me right now it's okay. Yeah. So now that we are on YouTube, there's little I can dive into. Now that we are on YouTube, there's little I can dive into.